Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Edward III and we get to hear from King John of France today, but we are now in Act 3, Scene 3 of this play. And as for the last couple of scenes, we've been hanging out on the French side of things and listening to stories of how their navy is losing badly and their army is also losing badly as the English have come to invade France. We kick off Act 3, Scene 3, hanging out with the English again. We're with Edward III. And it makes sense. The play is called Edward III, so we do need to check in with him again by now. And he starts out Act 3, Scene 3 by rewarding a Frenchman who helped the English cross a river and saying, you're free, thanks for your help, this is great, wonderful. And then he's like, has anybody seen my son anywhere? And they're like, yep, he's right over there, he's showing up. And so Prince Edward comes in and father and son are like, hey, how you doing? How'd you do along the way? And like, I burned a lot of villages. I also burned a lot of villages, and basically destruction everywhere that we go. And King Edward says, but in all of this, did you see King John anywhere? And Prince Edward was like, yeah, I saw him just right over there. And actually, here he comes. And King John and his, most trusted advisors come in. Both armies are just sort of over there at this point. It's like they've come to a place where they're supposed to meet. But of course, they have to do a little bit of talking before they can actually get to the fighting. So when King John and his people come in, he greets King Edward by saying, Edward, know that John, the true King of France, musing thou shouldst encroach upon his land, and in thy tyrannous proceedings slay his faithful subjects, and subvert his towns, spits in thy face, and in this manner following upbraids thee with thine arrogant intrusion. First, I condemn thee for a fugitive, a thievish pirate, and a needy mate, one that hath either no abiding place, or else inhabiting some barren soil where neither herb or fruitful grain is had, dost altogether live by pilfering. Next, insomuch thou hast infringed thy faith, broke league and solemn covenant made with me, I hold thee for a false, pernicious wretch. And last of all, although I scorn to cope with one such inferior to myself, yet in respect thy thirst is all for gold, thy labor rather to be feared than loved, to satisfy thy lust in either part, here am I come, and with me have I brought exceeding store of treasure, pearl and coin. Leave therefore now to persecute the weak, and armed entering conflict with the armed, let it be seen, mongst other petty thefts, how thou canst win this pillage manfully. Which is sort of the Shakespearean way of saying your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. This is really just him talking smack at King Edward, because how else are you supposed to greet the king of the other side who's trying to take your crown, trying to take your throne, and who's been running around killing all of your people? That's sort of his point. He's like, I knew that you were going to come here and ravage my land and kill my people, so I spit in your face and I call you a fugitive and a thief, and you either have no home or you live somewhere where nothing ever grows, so you can only get by stealing things. And also, I don't know if you want the people to hate you or if you really just want gold, but in any case, here's me, here's a bunch of treasure, good luck getting it from me. Come on, bring it. Let's see if you can actually rightfully win this war, is basically what King John is saying. And of course, King Edward is going to have a response to that. And of course, it has to be another monologue. So we'll hear that tomorrow. I'll see you then.